Day 2 of the 100 Days 100 Books Challenge marks the beginning of a life-changing journey that will empower you to grow and transform in various aspects of your life. This includes your mindset, finances, discipline, career, relationships, startups, psychology, productivity, communication skills, and marketing. Grit by Angela Duckworth. The Power of Passion and Perseverance. In a society that often fixates on innate talent, Duckworth challenges this notion by asserting that while genetics may play a role, effort carries twice as much weight. The book not only acknowledges the importance of grit but also offers practical insights on how individuals can cultivate and sustain it, along with strategic approaches to channeling effort effectively towards achieving one's aspirations. What grit is and why it matters? In her exploration of grit, Duckworth defines it as a relentless form of perseverance, crucial for reaching exceptional levels of achievement. Those who excel never settle for mediocrity. They perpetually push beyond conventional boundaries, continuously striving for greater heights. Remarkably, these high achievers embrace their discontentment, viewing it as fuel for their relentless pursuit of improvement. Genuine grit encompasses an unwavering commitment, enduring the trials of passion, discomfort, and setbacks without succumbing to the temptation of giving up. Talent. In contemporary society, there's a prevailing fixation on the concept of innate talent. We romanticize the idea of individuals effortlessly excelling in their pursuits, often using it as a convenient excuse for our own perceived limitations. However, Duckworth confronts this notion head-on, contending that talent alone should not hold primacy in the equation of success. She contends that while talent undoubtedly plays a role, it is not the sole determinant of achievement. The exertion of effort stands as an equally vital factor in shaping outcomes. Moreover, the preoccupation with talent can serve as a distraction, diverting attention away from the crucial aspect of maximizing effort in all endeavors. Research underscores this perspective, revealing that a significant majority of us employers prioritize attributes such as hard work, perseverance, and determination when evaluating potential hires. Thus, it becomes imperative to shift focus away from an obsession with talent. Echoing this sentiment, psychologist Xia Zhongsei's recent study uncovered that a vast majority of music experts attribute their successes primarily to rigorous practice and relentless effort. Consequently, those who have achieved notable success advocate for the indispensable role of hard work, while employers seek out individuals who embody these qualities. Ultimately, talent, though valuable, is but one piece of the puzzle. Efforts. Our fixation on talent often leads us to perceive high achievers as possessing innate abilities beyond our reach. Take, for instance, the Olympian whose prowess we attribute to elusive natural gifts. Yet, in our fixation on talent, we neglect the early mornings, the relentless hours of training, and the stringent dietary regimens that underpin their success. The sheer effort invested by these athletes tends to fade into the background. Rather than rationally dissecting the pathways to high achievement, we cloak these individuals in an aura of mystique. We find solace in labeling them as superhuman, conveniently absolving ourselves of accountability for our own efforts. This undue emphasis on talent erects barriers that hinder our ability to benchmark ourselves against high achievers. Paradoxically, it is this very comparison that catalyzes our drive to exert maximal effort. Effort is twice as important as talent. In Duckworth's view, talent hinges on effort. Consequently, she characterizes talent as the rate at which skills evolve with dedicated time and exertion. It follows that achievements stem from the effective utilization of honed skills. While Duckworth acknowledges that her success equation overlooks the influence of luck and opportunities, she remains focused on avenues to enhance our prospects of success. Unlike external factors like luck and opportunities, effort remains squarely within our sphere of control. Duckworth introduces the notion that achievement arises from a synergy of skill and effort, encapsulating it in the formula: skill multiply by effort equals to achievement. Illustrating the paramount importance of effort over innate skill, consider the case of award-winning writer John Irving. Irving, far from being a prodigious talent, grappled with academic challenges, enduring setbacks such as repeating a year and earning subpar grades across subjects with a mere C in English. Irving later discovered that his struggles in academia stemmed from dyslexia. Rather than viewing this as a barrier to success, Irving found it to be a catalyst for heightened determination. He resolved to redouble his efforts, tirelessly laboring to improve his craft. For instance, he painstakingly revised his novels through multiple drafts, striving for perfection. Irving harbored the belief that his diligent labor would eventually yield dividends, and indeed, his novel, The World According to Garp, clinched the prestigious National Book Award in 1978. Exercise as an example of effort versus talent. Duckworth underscores exercise and fitness as prime illustrations of her thesis on the supremacy of effort over innate talent. She elucidates that exercise gear, encompassing attire and footwear, ranks among the most commonly purchased items. However, studies reveal that a significant 40% of individuals utilize their fitness equipment far less frequently than initially intended. Thus, fitness attainment appears less contingent on inherent ability or access to resources such as equipment, and more on the intensity and consistency of our physical exertion. In all facets of life, the allure of quitting often eclipses the perseverance required for success. Consequently, many individuals prematurely abandon their endeavors, forfeiting potential positive outcomes. Duckworth thus advocates for resilience during challenging times. Instead of succumbing to defeat, she urges readers to summon inner strength and commit to sustained maximum effort, day in and day out. By steadfastly maintaining this dedication without excuse, success becomes an inevitable destination. Talent versus skill. Commonly, there's a tendency to conflate talent with skill, yet they diverge significantly. Duckworth delineates talent as an innate aptitude, whereas true skill necessitates relentless dedication and substantial time investment in honing a specific capability. The cultivation of skill demands far more extensive commitment than the cultivation of talent. Crucially, Duckworth draws a distinction between skill and achievement. Achievements are outcomes achievable only through the diligent cultivation of skills, underscoring the vital role of sustained effort in the pursuit of success. Goals. In our lives, we each harbor a diverse array of objectives, spanning from immediate daily tasks to lifelong aspirations. Duckworth conceptualizes this spectrum of goals as a hierarchical structure. At the foundation of this hierarchy lie the goals that demand immediate attention. These serve as the cornerstone of our journey towards success. Fulfilling daily and weekly objectives forms the essential groundwork for achieving loftier aspirations higher up in the hierarchy. Therefore, Duckworth portrays the bottom of one's goal hierarchy as a stepping stone towards the realization of larger ambitions. Consider, for instance, the scenario where neglecting to address your email correspondence promptly could impede your ability to dedicate time to a substantial creative endeavor later in the day. Consequently, it becomes imperative to dispatch these lower-level goals efficiently, recognizing them as instrumental steps towards a greater end. As one ascends the goal hierarchy, objectives transition from mere means to ends in themselves. Duckworth thus advises viewing higher-tier goals as a guiding compass, directing the pursuit of lower-level objectives. These lower goals serve as the scaffolding for the ultimate, overarching goal situated at the apex of one's hierarchy. Duckworth offers the case study of Tom Seaver to illustrate this principle. Tom's fervent passion for baseball propelled him to structure every facet of his life around the singular goal of excelling in the sport. For instance, he meticulously avoided sun exposure to safeguard his pitching arm, understanding that any sunburn could compromise his ability to fulfill his ambition of becoming a successful baseball pitcher. Each detail of his life was meticulously aligned with his overarching goal. Consequently, he retired at the age of 42 after a 20-year career in Major League Baseball, having amassed an impressive record of 3,640 strikeouts, a testament to the power of goal alignment and unwavering dedication. Grit goals. Grit encompasses not only perseverance in adversity, but also the steadfast commitment to enduring, long-term objectives. At the pinnacle of one's goal hierarchy lie those aspirations that hold paramount significance, guiding every facet of one's existence. Thus, a gritty individual not only formulates these high-level goals but also intricately weaves them into the fabric of their daily pursuits over an extended period. Consequently, each small achievement along the way serves as a tangible step forward towards the realization of their overarching aspirations. Is grit innate? The question of whether grit is an innate trait lacks a definitive answer, yet evidence suggests a partial genetic predisposition. Duckworth posits that grit emerges from a blend of genetic predispositions and life experiences. While genetics may exert a modest influence on one's grit, the bulk of its development occurs through lived experiences. For instance, Duckworth illustrates how older adults may exhibit heightened grit, possibly stemming from cultural contexts that emphasized perseverance during their formative years. Alternatively, it could be argued that grit matures with age, as individuals accumulate wisdom and resilience through life's trials and tribulations. The 4 traits of grit. Number 1. Passion and interest. Central to grit is a genuine passion and interest in one's pursuits. Gritty individuals derive fulfillment from their activities and are steadfast in their commitment to their passions. This dedication entails allocating time every day to nurture their interests, understanding that expertise is cultivated gradually, not overnight. Number 2. Deliberate practice. Grit manifests through consistent, deliberate practice aimed at continual improvement. While perfection may remain elusive, regular practice fosters proficiency and incremental growth. Number 3. Purpose. A clear, overarching purpose fuels the grit of individuals, providing them with motivation and direction. Even in the face of adversity, a sense of purpose sustains resilience and guides decision-making towards meaningful goals. Number 4. Hope. Gritty individuals harbor a belief in the possibility of positive change, both for themselves and their communities. This hope serves as a catalyst for perseverance during challenging times, fostering resilience and determination. The significance of passion. Passion serves as a daily source of motivation, propelling individuals forward in their pursuits. A 2014 Gallup poll underscores the pervasive lack of engagement among us workers, with only a small fraction feeling truly connected to their work. This disparity highlights the detrimental effects of pursuing professional goals devoid of passion, a scenario that hampers grit and inhibits success. Studies affirm that aligning work with personal interests correlates with heightened happiness and consequently greater success. Finding the right fit. Duckworth advocates for aligning professional endeavors with personal passion to nurture grit and foster success. For instance, creatively inclined individuals may find limited engagement in administrative roles, leading to diminished organizational and personal achievements. Hence, the pursuit of a career that resonates with individual strengths and interests is crucial for sustained grit and personal fulfillment. Cultivating grit from within. Emulation over imitation. Duckworth advocates for a form of parenting that encompasses love, boundaries, and freedom. Wise parents offer unwavering support to inspire their children to emulate them and achieve their own goals, rather than merely imitating their every action. As we mature, we gain the capacity to evaluate our parents' choices and behaviors. From a young age, we learn to mimic their actions, but instead of mere replication, we must strive to integrate their effective strategies into our own pursuits. Gritty individuals look to successful figures and their methodologies for inspiration, rather than blindly following their lead. The hard thing rule. Duckworth advocates for the adoption of the hard thing rule within families. This rule entails committing wholeheartedly to a challenging endeavor for a predetermined period. During this time, individuals are encouraged to give their absolute best effort without relenting until the allotted period concludes. The chosen pursuit should not be easy, rather, it should present significant challenges with the potential for substantial rewards. Whether one chooses to persist beyond the designated period is inconsequential. The primary objective is to cultivate a resilient mindset conducive to pursuing long-term goals. For parents, Duckworth underscores the importance of allowing children to select their own challenging pursuit. The duration of the commitment should be tailored to the child's age, with shorter periods, such as a season or a year, recommended for younger children. As children mature, the duration can be extended, with Duckworth proposing a minimum commitment of 2 years during high school. This time frame should progressively lengthen as individuals assume greater responsibilities and enter new stages of life. Grit and education. A distinction between intrigue and challenge. In the realm of education, a clear distinction exists between pursuits that captivate one's interest and those that present formidable challenges. While some children may find certain aspects of schooling uninteresting and difficult, others might find pleasure in activities like lunchtime, which are engaging but lack significant challenge. However, within the educational landscape, there are endeavors that blend both intrigue and difficulty, such as mastering a front flip in gymnastics. These endeavors, often found in after-school activities, hold immense importance in a child's educational journey, as they foster the crucial combination of challenge and interest necessary for laying the groundwork for future goal pursuit. Research underscores the pivotal role of extracurricular activities in children's overall academic performance. Engaging in activities beyond the confines of traditional schooling not only correlates with improved academic grades, but also bolsters children's confidence in their abilities. Moreover, participation in extracurriculars instills valuable lessons on the significance of commitment and consistent practice in skill enhancement. True grit in education necessitates a steadfast commitment to a chosen pursuit, eschewing the temptation to hop between activities at the first sign of boredom or difficulty. Instead, children must dedicate themselves to years of diligent practice and skill development in a singular sport or art form. Through years of unwavering commitment, they come to realize the transformative power of effort in honing skills and achieving remarkable feats. Cultivating grit from external influences. Grit and cultural influence. According to Duckworth, culture represents a collective of individuals sharing common values and norms. Thus, to foster and sustain grit, immersing oneself in a gritty culture proves invaluable. Surrounding oneself with gritty individuals yields long-term benefits, as the culture one engages with significantly shapes personal development. One's culture becomes intricately intertwined with their identity, therefore, it's imperative to surround oneself with individuals who inspire and encourage commitment and growth. Practicing with purpose. Merely engaging in hard practice can prove futile without a strategic approach. For instance, mindlessly transcribing textbook content verbatim as a study technique may not yield success. Introducing the concept of intelligent practice, cognitive psychologist Anders Ericsson advocates for setting precise goals with meticulous attention to detail. Individuals who adhere to this approach meticulously track their progress and adjust their strategies accordingly. For example, elite athletes monitor various health metrics to pinpoint areas for improvement and make necessary adjustments. The Finnish culture of grit. Finland stands out as a nation deeply ingrained with grit, according to Duckworth. She attributes this cultural characteristic to the enduring challenges posed by long, harsh winters and a history marked by the necessity of self-defense. As a testament to their emphasis on perseverance, The Finns have their own term for grit, sisu, which encapsulates the quality of unwavering determination. Research conducted by Finnish psychologist Emilia Lahti reveals that an overwhelming 83% of Finns believe sisu is a learned attribute rather than an innate trait. In light of this, Duckworth encourages readers to cultivate grit and perseverance in their own lives, urging them to shift focus away from notions of talent and natural ability and instead devote their energies to pursuing their passions wholeheartedly. Duckworth underscores the importance of intelligent practice, emphasizing the need for deliberate and purposeful effort to avoid mere repetition for its own sake and to yield more favorable outcomes. An illustrative example of the efficacy of deliberate practice is provided by the work of Anders Ericsson. Ericsson devised a training program aimed at enhancing doctors' ability to navigate critical situations. This program offers feedback to physicians, suggesting specific treatment methods and providing guidance if they veer off course. During one training session, a physician found himself stuck in autopilot mode, putting in the time and effort, but failing to internalize the feedback provided. After being encouraged to reflect on his approach, the physician experienced a notable improvement, reaping the rewards of his concerted efforts. Practicing with precision. Merely engaging in hard practice can prove futile if not approached intelligently. For instance, mindlessly transcribing textbook content verbatim as a study technique may not yield success. Introducing the concept of intelligent practice, cognitive psychologist Anders Ericsson advocates for setting precise goals with meticulous attention to detail. Individuals who adhere to this approach meticulously track their progress and adjust their strategies accordingly. For example, top athletes monitor various health metrics to pinpoint areas for improvement and make necessary adjustments. Critique. Duckworth's delineation of grit as passion and perseverance for very long-term goals has faced criticism for its perceived breadth and lack of specificity, with detractors arguing that it fails to provide a clear understanding of the concept. Furthermore, critics contend that comparisons of success among students from different socioeconomic backgrounds may be inherently unfair. Students who have access to high-quality education or come from affluent families may have advantages that contribute to their success, making it difficult to accurately assess the role of grit in their achievements. Final summary. In Grit by Angela Duckworth, the concept of grit emerges as a defining trait separating successful individuals from the rest. Duckworth elucidates that grit encompasses both passion and perseverance toward long-term goals, underscoring the importance of sustained effort and commitment. She emphasizes the significance of cultivating grit both internally and externally, advocating for intelligent practice and immersion in gritty cultures. Drawing insights from diverse fields, such as cognitive psychology and cultural studies, Duckworth highlights the transformative power of grit in achieving personal and professional success. Key message. Grit imparts the crucial lesson that success is not merely a product of innate talent, but rather a result of unwavering dedication and perseverance. By fostering grit characterized by passion, perseverance, and intelligent practice, individuals can surmount obstacles, achieve their long-term goals, and ultimately realize their full potential. Through deliberate effort and immersion in gritty cultures, one can cultivate the resilience and determination needed to thrive in the face of adversity and emerge victorious in their pursuits. Until next time, keep striving, stay resilient, and never underestimate the power of grit. See you soon.